Hello, I'm Rosa. In this presentation, I will analyze the impact of the Iran-United States conflict on the economy and international business from the perspective of Spain. But before that, I want to introducing myself first. My name is Aloysiana Gita Pramesti, and you can call me Gita. I'm a student class from 2025 International. My student ID number is 25080574211. This analysis will be divided into three main parts: country profile, international relation, and the third, the impact of the conflict. But before that, we talk about country profile. National economic condition. First, let's look at Spain's national economic conditions. Spain is one of the largest economies in the European Union, with a GDP of around 158 trillion euros. Its economy is mainly driven by the service sector, especially tourism, along with manufacturing and agri-food industries. However, Spain has a highly open economic structure, meaning it is strongly connected to global markets. Because of this, Spain is very sensitive to external shocks, especially those related to energy price and global demand. And the second is position with global trade. In terms of global trade, Spain is deeply integrated into the European Union single market and global and supply chains. Next, trade relations. In terms of trade relations, Spain has minimal economic interaction with Iran due to international sanctions, which restrict trade and financial activities. In contrast, the United States is a key economic partner for Spain, with strong trade flows in sectors such as machinery, aircraft, and food products. C. Geopolitical alliance. Spain is a member of both the European Union and NATO, placing it firmly within the Western geopolitical bloc. This alignment means that Spain often follows EU and US policies, including sanctions on Iran, which further limits its economic relation with Iran. 3. Impact of the conflict on Spain. Economic impact. The Iran-US conflict has a significant economic impact of Spain, mainly through rising oil prices. Increases geopolitical tension raises the global price of oil, which leads to higher production costs and inflation in Spain. Energy-intensive sectors such as transportation and manufacturing are particularly affected, as they rely heavily on fuel. Impact on international trade. The conflict also affects international trade. Geopolitical instability disturbs global supply chains, increases logistic costs, and creates new uncertainty in international markets. Impact on business and investment. In addition, the conflict that influences business and investment. Higher geopolitical risk makes investors more cautious, which can reduce foreign direct investment inflows into Spain. This is especially critical for capital-intensive sectors such as energy and infrastructure, where long-term investment is essential. Impact on business strategy. To respond to these challenges, Spanish firms are adopting several adaptive strategies. First, they are investing heavily in renewable energy, such as solar and wind power, to reduce dependence on imported fossil fuels. Second, companies are diversifying their supply chains and export markets to reduce exposure to geopolitical risks. Finally, larger firms are using financial instruments to hedge against oil price volatility and other uncertainties. In conclusion, although Spain is not directly involved in the Iran-United States conflict, it is significantly affected through global economic channels. The main impacts are transmitted through rising energy prices, disruptions in international trade, and increased investment uncertainty. This case clearly demonstrates the concept of global interdependencies, where events in one region can have far-reaching effects on their economies. Thank you.